On your next live show, one of your friends are going to help you in the producer role. You want to give him an E21 KP01 to control the switcher, but you're really afraid that he will push a wrong button and mess up the show in some way. You want it to be extremely simple for him. And you have only 4 cameras, so maybe there should be only 4 buttons working. Now, this controller has been pimped with different features we have developed while demonstrating shift levels and states in the controller. So I want to take some of that away, but only for as long as this live show is running. So I'll create a new preset we can load for this evening. So a preset is something you define when you are in the configuration mode. So basically you just save a configuration as a preset. So first we boot the controller into configuration mode. And there we go. The LED is blue, we are in configuration mode. We see what the IP address of the controller is. Great. So let's load the web interface. There. And we go to the bottom. Scroll past all the configuration we already made. And then you see in the section called presets, we see, let's make it bigger. We see preset number 1. That's like the default preset we have right now. Let's say you choose default and you press the load button. What it will do is it will load the default configuration that ships with the controller from the factory. That's like a reset function. But we are currently at preset 1, which we have fine-tuned to our liking. I now want to create a new preset. So what we basically do is we say new, we give it a name. So awesome show, which is the name of the event. And then I press save to. The web interface reloads. And when we scroll to the bottom, you see that now the whole configuration from preset number 1 has actually been copied into awesome show. You also see how the memory usage for presets has increased. What we need to do now is to adapt the awesome show preset to reflect the things that we want to do. So as you remember, I want to basically remove as much functionality as I can. So maybe the first thing I do is I disable these states I've brought the controller in. So I just bring it back to stage 1 like that. Okay, so we have only one state, and that's the normal state. That's the first change I'm going to make. So you can see already now the whole interface has been greatly simplified. So the next thing I want to do is I want to remove functionality from the top 4 buttons. I don't need them for anything. So I go to button number A and I press the minus icon for B, minus, minus, and minus. So now all the buttons in the top are now disabled. I think it's okay that this place shows how the connections are. We cannot spoil anything there. Then the question is if I want the auto cut button. No, I think I want to discard that too. Okay. Because my friend is going to cut directly to program. And I said I had 4 camera sources for this evening. So the first button, I think let's just clear it and then go from scratch. So we select program. And I think the most user-friendly way for him would be to have the 4 sources on the multi-viewer from left to right would be assigned to the buttons on the controller. That also gives me a little bit of flexibility if I want to reroute those cameras. So what I do is for button number 1, I assign the source that is currently shown on multi-viewer 1 in tile number 1. So this configuration I'll now copy to the next button. So I insert it here and then I just select 2. I insert it on the next one and I select 3. I insert it on the next one and I select 4. And for the 5th button I just remove it. So I'm actually done. This is all it takes to set up my controller with a really simple configuration where only 4 buttons are actually active. Now we are ready to try how it works. Just how do we change between these presets? If we scroll to the bottom of the web configuration utility, we can simply select the preset in this selector. So I could, currently it is selected, but if I wanted to go back to preset 1, I select preset 1, press the load button. But chances are that you want a more agile way of doing this. So we developed the controllers in a way so when you boot the controller, you have a narrow time window of a few seconds where you can press and hold a button in order to change preset. So that of course means that you need to know which preset you have in your machine, in your controller. And we have 2 presets right now. The first one is the default, the second one is the awesome show. Okay, let's just stay with the awesome show and reboot the controller. So I'll power cycle now. All right. This is where you have the time window. 2 buttons are lit, and the second one indicated that we had source number, preset number 2, the awesome show, loaded. And what you see is that, all these buttons, they are disabled. Yeah, because I decided they should be. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4, they are enabled. With what? 2 of them are red. What is that about? Okay, let's go see. So what we decided was to let the multi-viewer determine which sources are assigned to these buttons. But maybe we can just check it out with the ATEM software right away, just to see. So currently we have camera 4. When I press 3, it's camera 6. When I press 2, it's camera 5. And when I press 1, it's back to camera 4. Now let's take a look at how the multi-viewer is configured. So we look at the multi-viewer, and here you have the explanation, because in this field, in the first tile of the multi-viewer, camera number 4 is selected, camera number 5, camera number 6, and camera number 4. Okay, so let's revert it back to the regular 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just do that quite quickly here. So camera number 1, camera number 2, 3, and 4. Done. And immediately my controller will reflect this. So as I press button number 1, it's camera number 1, 2, 3, and 4. But of course, the point is, my friend who is the simple operator of the SKAARHOJ controller, he doesn't have to know which camera number or whatever. He just has to visually map the buttons here to the multi-viewer in front of him, and he'll be absolutely good. Before we end the video, there's one thing left to demonstrate, and that is how can we bring the controller back to the preset we had before, the default scenario. Let's power cycle the controller. And now notice button number 1 and 2. Button number 2 will be lit up, highlighted in a moment. There we go. And then I hold down button number 1 until it lights up red. And now I can release it. So as I release button number 1 now, the preset is changed back to the original one. And this is how easy it will be for you to have multiple presets on a SKAARHOJ controller and change between them on the fly as you move a controller from one hardware context to a different one.